I think I'm recording this at school. I just saw my assignment in the background. It made me laugh. Um, I think to start all of this off, the thing that made me okay. Rewind. Let's start from the beginning. As a child, I was a very, very, very thin child. I was very athletic, very thin. And I always tell my cousin that it's her fault because the summer she babysat us in the fourth grade, she fed us peanut butter and jelly sandwiches the whole summer, and I ballooned. I don't really think that's the reason why. I actually couldn't tell you because starting in the fifth or sixth grade, I mean, I guess you could probably say it was puberty that hit, and I just started to change. Started to get heavier, started to develop. Unlike a lot of the girls, I was probably the first person in middle school with boobs. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Um, but there came a time I went on a national tour with the Children's Theater, and we were in a different city every week. We would come into a city on a Sunday. We'd work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, perform on Saturday. We would pack up on Saturday night, and Sunday morning we would drive. So it was a lot of eat and go, eat and go, eat and go, eat and go. You ate wherever you could, whenever you could, because your schedule was so crazy. And so when I came home from the tour, sorry, I keep checking because lunch is about to be over. When I came home from the tour, I had gained a significant amount of weight, probably 35 to 40 pounds while I was on tour. And I was on tour for a year and a half. And so I decided, you know what? Nope. I am actually going to do something for myself. So I started Weight Watchers and I did Tae Bo and I did curves and I lost probably, I think I was like right at 64 pounds, a really good bit. I looked great. I felt great. I mean, I'm a very energetic person, but I'd never had so much energy in my entire life. Um, so I did that and it was wonderful. And then shortly after, I started getting to the end phase of my weight loss for Weight Watchers, you know, the like lifelong phase. My father passed away from alcoholism. So uh, to start off with, my coping mechanism was alcohol. I mean, that's I would just drink and have fun. Um, and then there came the moment when I realized that addiction is a big part of our family, of my family, uh, and alcohol probably wasn't the best choice. Uh, so I turned to food, and it's fairly emotional because knowing that addiction plays such a huge role in our family, in my family, you would think that I would be more aware of it, but I just allowed myself to become very addicted to food. I use it for everything, or I don't use it at all. It's this really twisted, weird relationship that food and I have. So that is where the weight gain started. I started back. You know, when I met my husband, I was the thinnest I had ever been. And now that was 6 years ago. And now I'm probably the heaviest I've ever been, which is really, you know, the interesting thing is that my husband loves me and he tells me that all the time. I love you for who you are. But, you know, I am so insecure, not in our relationship, but in myself, that I don't add up to what I think he should have. I'm not, you know, the skinny trophy wife, which is not what I am by any means. I mean, I told him when we got married, look, you are marrying the entertaining type. You are not marrying the cooking type. You are not marrying the cleaning type. You're marrying somebody who will entertain you. Um, so so, like I was saying, I just wish that I could get to the point where I don't feel insecure about myself as a wife. I don't feel, you know, I just want to feel good again. I want to feel like, you know, weight has drastically affected my ability to dance. I used to be a dancer. I still choreograph, and I still teach dance. That's what I teach at the community college in Bossier. I teach a dance for theater. But it's really hard when people look at you and you say, "Oh, I teach dance," and they go, "Oh, okay." Yeah. Um, I can't do things that I used to be able to do in dance. I used to be able to do so much, but like I can't do moves because the fat on my hips block me from doing something. Or I'm so heavy that my hips hurt because the tendonitis is swelling in them and I can't do it. And it just breaks my heart because that dance is something that I've always been 100% passionate about. I use it to inspire others and I can't do it anymore. I mean, even when I teach, I'm I do a little bit of the warm up and I do a little bit of the moves, but I'm mainly talking them through it because, like, I'm self conscious. I'm teaching waltz right now, and I don't want anybody to partner with me because I don't want any of the students, male wise, to get in a waltz hold and then feel the fat rolls in my back. I mean, it's just like it's stuff like that. It's like, oh my, it drives me insane, and I've done this. I've done it. Last week, 2 weeks ago, found out that my aunt, who is like my second mother, has breast cancer, and it has spread to her liver and her bones. And it's a real gut check. It makes you realize that this life is not here forever. You're not guaranteed tomorrow, and why spend this life overweight, not really caring, when you don't realize that, you could have a heart attack tomorrow. It's not unheard of that 31-year-olds have heart attacks. So it really, really made me step back and go, you know what? You need to make yourself better. Like, I don't like to go to the doctor because I don't like to know my weight. I know I'm overweight. I don't like to hear the doctor. My doctor, who has been my doctor since I was 14, I don't like to hear her say, Laura, you're overweight. You need to start. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, I know. Oh, I know. You don't have to tell me. I know. I don't like that. And I know soon that my husband and I want to start a family. And I don't want to bring a child into this world and not have the right tools to have them live a healthy life. I don't have those tools. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to not, that's my husband. I don't know how to incorporate a healthy lifestyle into my schedule. And I don't want to bring a child into this world and not have them live a healthy lifestyle as well. And I want to be very healthy, so when I do get pregnant, I don't have problems. So there's just so many reasons why I need this. My schedule is so chaotic. I have 4 jobs, but I just don't have the tools to say, you know what? It's me. It's time for me time. I need to step back. I need to go to the gym. I need to learn to cook healthy. I need to learn to cook, period. But I've got to have those tools in place in order to make the change. And I really think that something like this can help me. It can be a complete lifestyle change, which is what I need. Yes. Just this week with my mom in the hospital, I am primarily in charge of taking care of her. Now, my mom and I are very, very, very close. But if she has to go to the doctor, I mean, she's not unable to do things for herself. But when it comes to something like this, like I have to go to the doctor. Took her to the emergency room Sunday, sat with her. Took her to the doctor on Monday, stayed up all Monday night until Tuesday morning, waiting to get her into the hospital. My family relies on me a lot. With my aunt having breast cancer, I am a support system for my cousins who are like sisters to me because we're a very close family. But there comes a point when all of that, the emotional and having to be like the strong person, having to be the rock, just really wears down on you. And that's when I turn to food, just to make myself feel better. And in the long run, I know I'm not making myself feel better. I know I'm only making it worse. But there's nothing like a pint of ice cream to really help you cope with a bad day. There's nothing like some French fries and a Frosty. Good sweet, good salty, but there's nothing like that that just makes you go, oh, it's been a bad day, but that's okay. I'm gonna have some French fries and a Frosty together. Dip the French fries into the Frosty and eat. So I just feel like I'm really relied on, and it's not something that I am mad about, but it's something that I need to step back and say, hey, it's me time. It's me. I think there are a lot of factors that go into something that's preventing me from losing weight. Hey, I think myself is the biggest factor. I am the biggest factor of why I don't lose weight, because I just don't give myself the time. I don't allow myself to go work out. I don't allow myself the time to do things. Hold on. Sorry. Yep. Okay.